Welcome to 5 Useless Degrees and a Bottle of Scotch. My name is James Engberg, Barca Lounger Salesman.
And I am Eric Kilgore, Boy Scout.
And this week we're going to be discussing the last 5 years from Portland Center Stage.
And it's a mixing week.
Oh yeah. Good job. And we're going to have a little test.
What? No, I'm not good at pop quizzes.
Oh yeah. Haggis.
Oh, we're gonna have flashcard fun.
Haggis has been. He's gonna prepare us. We're cramming for the Drammys, man.
All right.
Drammy-Crammy.
Welcome to the show. So you have a short list over there?
Yeah, I do. I have 3 possible drinks over here.
Okay.
I have Black Watch, which I just tried before we came on air.
Okay.
Which is coffee liqueur, Scotch, and a splash of soda water.
That sounds okay.
It was all right.
It was good?
It wasn't bad. I had it with McClellan's, and it was good.
Oh, well, anything with a single malt Isla Scotch.
Right. Except that single malt by itself.
Sure, right.
And
you said that was what you did before we started.
Yeah.
Are you working your way down this list? Are you going to try to hit all these? Or
I will try to hit all of these. I think I'm going to skip, though. I'm going to skip to my last one on the list first.
Which is
the Rob Roy.
Okay.
And there are many variations on the Rob Roy, but I'm going with just the very basic Scotch and sweet vermouth. So
okay.
I'm going to try this here.
Is that because you like that movie?
The movie you would never watch?
I'm never watching that film. I tried. I started.
I love that movie.
I know you do. Okay, I'm going to.
What do you have? What do you have? A beer? That's not whiskey.
No, but there's going to be whiskey involved. So I am going to pour this 3 Creeks 5-pint chocolate porter into a glass, a cup.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to pour some whiskey in it.
Sort of like a Boilermaker?
Kind of, but I'm not going to measure anything out, and I'm just going to go for it.
I'm going to go with a whippersnapper.
Haggis, what are you doing over there?
I'm having some Highland Park and the Drambuie.
You and the Drambuie.
I like the Drambuie.
It's your best friend.
You're a rusty nail kind of guy.
Oh, rusty.
I'm going to... Oh, are you drinking the whippersnapper?
Oh, yeah, you want that?
Yeah, I was going to do the whippersnapper.
All right.
Let's get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to put the top on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to pour it.
I didn't want to pass it to you without the top on it.
All right. I'm afraid... So I had a little bit of this beer earlier. It's quite good.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure I'm about to ruin it.
Oh, God, that looks awful. Oh, don't... Oh.
All right. There we go.
It's very foamy.
Yeah. It's going to be... I'll put a little whippersnapper in there. And here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just ruined a good beer. Oh, man.
And you've got so much of it.
I know. Ugh, it's horrible.
I think I got a little too much water in there.
So this is no good. Don't do this. The whippersnapper plus 5-pint chocolate
No, and the
porter.
Rob Roy is no good either.
I'm not seeing any smiles over there at all.
No, I don't like that at all.
Would you like some Drambuie?
No, I don't. But Haggis,
Yeah.
have you ever done shots of Drambuie?
Or had the Drambuie ice cream?
No, I did have some Scotch ice cream last week. It was very good.
You did?
Yeah.
Where was this?
I got it at New Seasons.
Oh, very nice. It was good, huh?
Well, more chocolate than Scotch, but it was nice, yeah.
Yeah. Who makes that?
New Seasons? I don't know. They got the cows in the back.
Okay, so let's drink these horrible drinks and talk about what's coming up.
That you didn't do anything with Portland 5 this week?
I have had every intention of doing it today, and it didn't happen.
Wait,
So, do we need to dwell on this? Can we just...
No.
Thank you.
No, but can I bring up one thing?
You can do whatever you want.
So I had to pay some fees this week.
Okay.
I bought advance tickets to the Book of Mormon for this summer. Mm-hmm. And I had to go through Portland 5 to do it.
Yeah.
And my tickets...
You had to?
I had to.
Why?
Where else was I going to go?
You can't call Broadway Across America direct?
That's a different topic entirely. But
what do you mean?
Well, I don't want to go into that at the moment.
For a later episode.
What? Okay.
You hit a nerve.
Yeah.
Clearly.
So
You're kind of feisty tonight.
I am very feisty tonight. It's the sun.
Are you guys gonna brawl?
I don't have intentions to, but I'm willing to defend myself.
No. So I had to go through Portland 5 for these advance tickets.
Okay.
And
Inexplicably, but okay.
well, I mean,
Go ahead.
Really, you want me to go into the minutia of why I had to go
No,
through
so
Portland
you
5?
went through Portland 5
And I had to pay $13 per ticket transaction fees. $13.
Where's the phone? You can make this call right now. You're ready. Okay.
That's your gig.
I know. Okay.
No, it is.
I know.
You initiated the conversation with them, so you need to.
Can we move on? Haggis, can we move on?
Please.
Thank you.
You can cut all this later. It's okay.
No, this is gold.
Oh,
Speaking of gold, the golden flasks are coming up on February. No, wait.
next year.
On June 6th.
We got some time then.
Yeah. The week before the Drammys.
Right. And then we'll have our coverage of the Drammys on June 13th.
That's right.
Yes. And we realized that we have to prepare because,
Well, as much as we prepare for anything on this show. Right?
let's do a little bit more than that.
All right.
Because we can't really be standing outside wanting to interview people and just saying, hey, you.
We could do that.
No, we can't do that.
I don't think they would respond to us if we did that.
They might not anyway, but
There's always that.
Let's try to increase our
likelihood.
odds that they will want to have a conversation with us. So
Okay.
we have to learn faces. We have to put some faces with some names. And
I'm really good with faces.
You are?
I'm really good with faces.
How about names?
I'm really bad with names.
So you can point out to someone, I know you.
I know you, and I know where I know you, but I have no idea what your name is.
As long as you come across very sincere, you'll be fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would help. You're right.
We should learn
You're right.
the names as much as possible.
It would help if we knew names.
We've got about 8 weeks,
Yeah.
so we can do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Not quite 8 weeks. We got about 8
No,
weeks.
about 8 weeks. You're
All
right.
right.
You're right. I was doing the calculation.
So we need to learn as much as we can between now and then. Haggis
All right.
has got
Haggis?
some flashcards. He's going to start quizzing us here. Now, I want to say, I think if we can get the character's as good as the actor's name.
Well, to a point. I mean, if it's been recent, right? I mean, if we're talking about a character that was last spring,
Okay.
right?
Okay, how about this? The character's better than nothing.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh, it's King Arthur.
And you know,
Yeah.
If we know what show they were in, that helps.
Okay.
But it would be nice to be able to look
the
at
act.
someone and know their name.
All right, here we go. That is okay. So we're looking at a blonde woman with short hair.
I
don't. Have we? I've never seen that person
seriously,
before in my
don't know?
life. I don't know who that person is.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
Things are exploding in the studio.
I have 40 of these.
Yeah.
Well, this is starting out well.
And
Yeah.
let me tell you, after doing 40, I don't think I even touched the tip of the iceberg of how many professional theater people
Haggis,
Have we seen this person in something?
We can only go up from here.
You know, we could say, yes.
No, and by the way, I bet that's a director. No directors.
Or a playwright?
Oh, that could be a playwright.
Do you give up?
Oh,
Wait.
a long time ago I gave up.
This is Beth Harper, the producing artistic director of Portland Actors Conservatory.
Okay, but we haven't seen her in anything.
we haven't seen. What?
You have to know the people, not just the actors. You got to know the other people
all
too.
right.
Well, but start us out kind of.
Hold on, wait, we'll bring her back for a second.
Oh yeah, you want to get a good
I'm
look.
going to get a look at Beth Harper.
Beth Harper.
Okay, got it.
Harper.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to forget in 2 minutes. That's that is Gilberto Mondo Campo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who we saw in Invasion.
We saw him in Invasion.
And we saw him in
Eyes for Consuela.
Eyes for Consuela.
I also saw him in with the Hat.
Oh,
Yes.
much better. Here, I got the.
We're 1 for 1 or 1 for 2.
Andy
Hillstrom was in Brighton, New Boise,
and Clybourne Park.
And Clybourne Park,
and Big Meal.
yes,
And-
and he was in a Fertile Ground Festival
Yeah,
show.
Theodore
something
and
that Nathan saw. Yeah. Wow, we're good at this.
We're batting like over 600 right
Yeah.
now. Oh my goodness!
That's Kevin Jones.
Right.
What was Kevin Jones?
He
in?
was the director of with the Hat.
Oh,
He's also our artistic director of the Red Door Project.
The August Wilson Red Door Project.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, I got a fun one.
Okay.
I can't see that.
Oh goodness.
Oh, that's
yeah.
He's at the Risk Reward Festival.
Right.
Yeah. He did the Beyonce,
The Beyonce
Arto
thing.
Brecht
He
thing.
was the fiance.
Yes.
What's his name?
I can.
Bruce? Is it Bruce?
No, it's Wayne Bond.
Wayne Bond.
Buns.
I had a B. I knew there was a B in it.
For
Nice.
Sass Manifesto.
Wayne Bond.
Wayne Bund.
Now,
Okay.
here's an important one.
Okay. That's
Ronnie the Crew.
Ronnie the Crew.
Yeah.
Will
Mackenzie
Kenzie
Estates.
Estates. That's right.
What show was she in?
Every show.
Every single show.
I got 4 more for
Okay. That's
the artistic one of the founders of the Miracle Theater, but I don't know his
Don't
name.
know which one?
no.
I don't know his name.
I wouldn't have even been able to tell you that much.
That's Jose Eduardo Gonzalez.
Okay.
Jose Eduardo Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Got it. Okay. That's Chantal de Groot.
And what show was she in?
Invasion.
Oh, good.
She was in a few other things too.
Like what?
She was in Shakespeare at the Bonton Roulette Cafe.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't see it. All right. Beth Harper.
No.
Oh no, wait, that doesn't mean
She's not blonde.
Isn't?
we were looking at a woman with
I'm not even
long,
wearing my
dark hair.
my glasses with me.
And
that looks like
sort
of looks like the woman that was in Gideon's Knot, but I don't think that's her.
She's an artistic director.
Oh.
That's the artistic director of Profile Theater.
Yeah.
And
What's her name?
what's her name?
Fiona Apple.
Oh, jeez.
It's Adriana Bear.
Adriana Bear.
That's right.
Adriana Bear.
Right.
Wait, no, bring her picture back up.
Oh, you gotta.
Is she related to April Bear?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Or Pooh Bear? Maybe no.
That's a
I
possibility,
get
I
all these
guess.
celebrities mixed
Yeah,
up.
sure.
All right.
Come on, more.
Oh, you want more?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we need some more.
Yes. Ty Boyce,
Yeah, Ty Boyce.
artistic director of Post 5.
He was also in The Great Gatsby
And Hamlet.
And Hamlet.
I have to let you know that Haggis is sitting closer to James, and so he shows the picture to James first. James has an advantage here.
Stop it. You're doing so much better than me. What was this a competition?
Oh, that's Michael Fetters and Shelley McClendon.
Yes, the Aces.
Oh.
Yes.
It's fresh on my mind.
Those are humping seahorses. That's
humping seahorses.
Yes.
That's what I think of when I look at them.
I'm very impressed so far.
Yeah,
Thank
Doing
you.
very
thanks. Oh, that's John St. Nicholas. He was in Invasion. He was also in The Hat, and I think he was also in which something I didn't see was Twister Dickens.
You know what? Here's what I'm thinking. I don't like this competition thing going on here where you're like, I got to see it first, everything like this. So here's what I say. Here's what I'm going to say. We're going to continue to do this, and we're going to bone up. And the week before we actually have to go do our coverage, we're going to get buzzers in here. And we're going to have a little
game
guess
show.
who buzzes in first, all right?
All right.
Yes.
Yep. I
I
have
had no idea
idea
who that is. Is that an actor?
No, it's an artistic director.
Artistic director.
Her name is Sharon Maroney. She's the producing artistic director of Broadway Rose.
Oh. I would never have gotten that.
No.
I haven't even...
No, I've seen one show there, and I still don't know
I didn't
that.
even make it to that show.
You still have to know the people.
Okay.
All right.
Who do we got?
What? No, let me see that picture.
Is that an action adventure person?
It's a director.
It's a director.
Managing director.
From action adventure? Oh, okay.
Wow, you're going into
from Defunct?
Yes!
It's
see, you're good.
I don't know the name.
It's Matthew Curran. He's the managing director of Defunct.
Oh,
yeah.
You should know that.
Okay,
That's something you should know.
Why should I know it?
2 for 1.
Okay.
A twofer.
Oh, Monos, the Hands of Fate.
Yeah, that's
And,
Brian Koch.
Brian Koch.
Brian Adrian Koch.
Yeah.
Brian Adrian Koch.
And I don't remember who played Monos.
Paul Glazer.
Paul Glazer. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be up for a Drammy?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. It was last.
And
it was before the current Drammy season.
And they wouldn't be anyway, which is unfortunate.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, here's 4 of them. Ready?
Okay, let's do 3 more.
Oh, okay. I have so many.
Let's just do 3 more. Oh, this is the cast of Detroit. There's Victor Mack, and I just know Victor Mack.
Yeah, Victor Mack's the only one I know in that cast.
And Kelly Talent, and Brooke Totman, and Jason Roos.
Okay.
Okay. Brian Weaver.
Yes, the artistic director of Portland Playhouse.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Last one. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's the production photo from Jitney, but I can't read or I can't see the people and that is
Turn it around.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know either of them.
That's Rodney Hicks and Ashley Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We didn't do horrible.
No, I think I did good, but that's better than I thought you did.
Yeah. We did all right. We're going to get through this.
No, yeah. We'll
definitely.
We'll probably be about 70%, maybe.
Okay. All right. Should we talk about the last 5 years at Portland Center Stage?
Yeah, we probably should talk about the last 5 years.
Should we take a break first?
You're only 19 minutes in.
Probably not.
Probably not a break then. We'll take a break
in about 10 minutes.
In a little bit.
Only 19 minutes.
You can do it.
Oh my God.
Mustard my gumption.
We're going to talk about this for 40 minutes. Okay.
Would you want to do more flashcards?
No, I think we've exhausted that.
Suzanne Summers.
That's the woman that we saw last night, isn't it?
No.
It's Susanna Mars.
Well, she looks like Susanna Summers. Absolutely. What would
She was in Quality of Life and Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh,
see. Okay,
roof.
Here's the other thing.
Oh, the headshots don't look like characters.
Yeah,
that's what you're going to complain about next.
Some of the photographs don't really look like the person.
Well, I can't do anything about that.
Can you find some more realistic photographs of these people?
This is all
I know her. I know her. She takes tickets at.
Yeah,
she does. She does.
She does, but she's
at Third Rail. She takes tickets.
That's Maureen Porter.
I know, the ticket taker for Third Rail. Every time I'm there, I see her like seating people.
Yeah, and she gives the curtain speech.
I know.
Yeah. But you've seen her perform as well.
One more.
Okay.
That's Chris Coleman.
He's the artistic director for Portland Center Stage.
And that's a nice segue.
Yes,
well done, Haggis.
We went to Portland Center Stage. I've never been. This was the first time I've ever been in the studio theater.
I think I've been in there before, but I don't remember it.
Oh.
So for all I know, this is the first time I've been in there. But it seems like I've been down there for something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You got there just in time, though. I would have lost my place in line because I'm standing in line on the stairs, and they start letting people in, and I don't have tickets. Eric has the tickets, and he's not there yet. And I'm like, oh man, if I get to the front, I'm gonna have to like bail out of line and go to the back, and it's general admission.
Yeah.
But you arrived and saved the day
in the nick of time.
And then there we were, sitting in the studio theater for the last 5 years by Jason Robert Brown. This is a musical.
Yeah, almost entirely made up of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is the story of two people, Kathy and Jamie. And they are...
Kathy is played by Meredith K. Clark.
Yes.
And Jamie is played by Drew Harper.
And it is the tale of the disintegration of their relationship, I guess, or or maybe the full thread of their relationship.
Yeah. From the meeting all the way to the end of their marriage.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's infused with music all the way through. It's about 85 to 90 minutes.
Yeah, 85 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just the two of them and a pianist. And the pianist is Eric Little in this production.
Right. This is directed by Nancy Keystone.
Mm-hmm. This show is, what's interesting, I've heard music. Like once we started watching, I'd heard music from this before.
Really?
Yeah, I'd seen people do like musical numbers from this for audition pieces and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm smiling.
Oh yeah. I can see someone doing that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's got an interesting device to it in the way it's structured with competing chronologies here.
Right.
So we get Jamie's half of the tale in chronological order.
Right. Well, I mean, the very beginning we get the end.
Right.
And then we jump, and Jamie jumps backward.
Yes.
And Kathy stays in the present and moves backwards.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, and then they meet in the middle for their wedding.
Right.
And that's the only time that these two characters actually have some interaction, direct interaction with one another.
At their wedding, right.
Right. Other than that, it's either them on their own or each person on his or her own, or these sort of glancing interactions.
They never interact directly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That work for you?
No.
So then also, no. Why not?
Have you ever been to a monologue competition where people are delivering a monologue that is clearly supposed to be delivered to another person, and in this case, the audience.
The majority of monologues.
The audience is the other person.
Yes.
Right. And you have this feeling that it's not quite right. Mm-hmm. That it's just a little bit hollow.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of the feeling I get from this. But without having the other person there interacting with them, it rings a little bit false.
Okay, so would you have sacrificed the competing chronologies, sort of the one going forward and the other one going backwards? Would you have sacrificed that? Or I guess, would you have put them together in these scenes then?
I don't know. For me,
because I don't know how you do that over and over and over and not end up with dialogue.
I agree. I agree that would be difficult. But I don't know that this works this way. I don't know that ultimately it's successful. I mean, it's an interesting device in and of itself, but I don't think it actually leads to anything productive or meaningful, other than kind of, I think in a way it changes your perspective on her more than it does on him.
What do you mean changes?
Well,
what does that mean?
I don't think she's as complete a character as he is.
Okay.
And I think by her going in reverse chronological order, it actually enhances the lack of understanding of her character.
Because
it's hard to put all of the pieces in place.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're seeing a character evolve, even though you know the end result, you can add one on top of the other, and they kind of build on each other.
Right.
And her is more subtractive.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So it's a little more difficult to make sense of her moving forward through the story.
Sure, because we don't have the history to compound itself.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I mean, I'm asking the question, I guess, because I'm not a playwright and I'm interested in your perspective on it. Like why that doesn't work as well dramatically.
But I think I don't know that necessarily doesn't work in terms of the overall story. I think it doesn't work in terms of its staging. I found myself uninterested in these characters because they had nothing to play against.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's what was uninteresting to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the performances are excellent.
The performances are great.
Yeah. And the singing is wonderful. But the characters are just sort of, who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you've said, he's a far more substantial character than she is.
Right.
And I'm asking about the dramatic construction side of it because it actually really bothered me. I felt as though the character of Kathy got short shrift in this whole production.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
in a way. I mean,
but more so than just being subtractive. I thought she was almost made out to be the problem with the entire relationship. And the one who was... Well, okay, so if I just think about the direction that these two things are going, he's moving... His whole storyline moves forward.
Yeah.
And he continues throughout the play to enjoy a degree of... He's an author.
Yeah.
Who's enjoying great success in terms of getting published.
Right.
And
she is
notoriety.
A struggling actress.
And she's a struggling actress who can't seem to land a part.
Right.
And who has to spend her parts of her year in each year. They live in New York, but she has to spend a good portion of the year in Ohio, just to kind of make ends meet for herself. And but her story is backwards.
Yeah.
And she starts out, what's the first song? Something about being hurt.
Still hurting.
Still hurting.
Yeah.
She starts out, she's the first song, and it's all about how she's hurting, but she's also casting some blame on Jamie.
Yep.
And seems to be in a really bad place. And she ends up at the beginning of her story, at the end, standing on stage. And because she's at the beginning of her story or her romance with Jamie, she's smiling and excited, and she's standing there sort of like a smiling idiot while he's finishing off the relationship and walking out the door.
Right.
And it just puts her in such a bad position throughout.
No, that's true.
And then not only that, but she seems to be the problem in the relationship. She's the whiner. She's the one who won't go to the social functions with him. She is the cause of the problems to a great extent. And I just was like, what? Why? This feels so slanted.
One-sided.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, being one-sided, we need to take a break.
No. And also, what I think... No, okay. All right. Let's take a break.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to 5 Useless Degrees and a Bottle of Scotch. We are talking about Portland Center Stage's production of the last 5 years, and it is a mixing week. So I'm gonna try. This is called the Kilt Lifter.
Yeah. If you got that song, shake it up on your iPod. Put it on now.
This is
the kilt. This is the Kilt Lifter.
The Kilt Lifter. Yeah.
Oh.
And this is.
You have a kilt.
I do.
Why didn't you wear it? You could try this out.
Oh.
I don't think we want him lifting it.
Wow.
What does that mean? You get so excited that you lift up your kilt, or it's what? Like, what does it mean? Oh, think I understand.
See, yeah, no, he understands.
Do I need to bleep?
Don't have to say anything.
There's nothing risque happened here.
So this is Scotch, and a little bit of Drambuie.
Okay.
And
I saw you pour a lot of Rose's lime juice in there.
A lot of Rose's lime juice in this.
That's too much.
We're going to find out.
Oh, my goodness. Get the toothbrush out because you're going to need to... Okay, here it comes. Oh, no.
Too much Rose's lime juice.
I'm sure there is.
I think this might be okay if you cut down... Because it calls for 2.5 parts of Rose's lime juice. 1 part Drambuie and 1.5 parts of Scotch.
So that's equal part. That's as much lime juice as everything else.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah, too much lime juice. This might be okay
strong.
if you cut it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So. All right, so you were talking about how this show is one-sided.
Yeah. And actually, I'm trying to avoid using the word misogyny, but I'm going to use it.
I don't want to use that word, but I'm going to use that word.
I was thinking about it, and I really think it is. I think it just makes her out to be the problem in the relationship. Even when he is sleeping with somebody else in the latter quarter of this.
Right, it's because of her.
It's because of her.
She didn't recognize what was happening and drove him to this.
Right, because she couldn't be patient, or she couldn't be supportive enough, or she couldn't do something. And going back to what you were saying at the beginning about this feeling hollow because... I hate that clock. Going back to the beginning about what you were saying about this feeling hollow because it is a series of monologues, basically.
Yeah, arias, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that there is some cowardice on the part of the playwright with that.
Oh.
Like, why can't they have it out? Why can't they? I mean, we get this one moment when they're getting married.
That's the only time they come together.
That's the only time that they actually interact.
Yeah.
So, is he so off base that if their voices were to come together, would he not be in the right so much?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Would she be able to defend herself more?
Right.
I mean, we just get these series of moments with her where she's the problem, and the series of moments with him are about his rise to fame and fortune and how she's ultimately holding him back.
Right.
I have a hard time feeling empathy for either of these two characters, honestly.
Well, yeah, because he is a self-centered and egotistical, kind of over-the-top, I don't know.
He's all about him.
Yeah, it's all about him.
Right.
And she isn't built up enough. We don't know enough about her, really, to get a good grasp of where she's coming from.
Yeah. And even when he seems to be generous towards her, it feels a little bit like too overly constructed. Like somehow he's being excused from, and I think part of this problem is where this play comes from, right? This is written, the playwright is this is somewhat autobiographical.
Yeah, apparently about his rise as a playwright and the disintegration of his marriage or relationship, whatever.
And you could feel that. I mean, I could feel that. And because of the way that the studio theater, I don't know if it's always laid out the same. I would imagine that it's pretty flexible.
Yeah, it looks like a very flexible space, yeah.
But in this case, the playing space was in between. The playing space bisects the audience.
Which I think is the right way to stage a play with two characters pitted against each other.
Yeah, maybe. It might be interesting to put all the men on one side and all the women on the other side.
As you go in.
Yeah. Why not filter?
I think you might have some patrons go, no, I came here with... I don't want to...
Are you with the bride or the groom?
No, that'd be funny. Yeah.
Oh, that is really funny.
You're with the bride or the groom.
Put out a sign that says, you choose, right?
Yeah.
Whose party are you with? And
that'd be fun.
Make couples choose.
Right.
No, I'm going over here. You go over there, right?
No, I want to be with the
That's
bride.
a good idea for your shadow company.
Yes, Shadow Company.
You'll see this production coming to a theater near you soon.
But it's bisected, and so I could see the other half of the audience from where I was sitting.
I often found that I was more interested in what they were doing than what the characters were doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. There was one gal in the front row over there was really bored.
Yes, but there were a lot, and here's where I'm going with this. I looked over and I saw a lot of women who seemed very into the show.
Oh.
And I couldn't piece it together. I was like, but she's kind of being on.
Do you think that
repeatedly
that there's a perception that he is being vulnerable and genuine?
I don't know. I think he's a good actor, and
I think the performances are great.
Right, and so maybe there's some, and maybe there's this constant hope that they're gonna end up. It's not gonna end the way we think it's gonna end. Like maybe they've tricked us at the beginning. But
I don't see how that doesn't happen. In fact, frankly, I was just waiting for it to hurry up and end. I didn't care. I didn't care that they were together, so I didn't care if they were going to be apart. There didn't seem to be much reason for them to be together.
No.
So I really didn't care if they broke up.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I had no empathetic connection to these two. And I kept thinking they'd be much better apart.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
your lives would be much, much better if you split now and
right.
Don't wait 5 years.
No, run. Run now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's still time to show us something interesting to watch.
There was the performances were generally excellent. Mm-hmm. There was, however, kind of a strange kind of overly physical state that they would kind of come to occasionally, and I saw this like near the top of the show when she slammed the letter down on the table, an overemphasized physicality that I thought kind of detracted from, because the song was saying one thing and then her physicality said something else entirely, and trying to meld those two together.
Right.
You could see her trying to working it, trying to make it fit, and it didn't.
I imagine that has to be really, really hard in this show, right?
Yeah,
because you really are doing an extended soliloquy,
right?
And I'm sure that the impulse is to make it big enough to entertain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got to imagine that this is from an actor's point of view, must be a pretty frustrating show.
Sure.
Because the other person's right there.
Yeah.
And a lot of actor training is how to foster the relationship, or how to explore the relationship between two people who are present on a stage.
Right.
And here, you just keep seeing the other person and can't do anything about it.
Being present and reacting to the other person.
Yeah.
And you can't do that here.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're trying all sorts of things to make it more interesting. And they did. I thought the whole Shmuel song, I think he performed that incredibly well.
It's an entertaining number.
Totally entertaining.
Yeah.
I thought the number when she was driving the car, I thought she did very well with that. I know you have a problem with the props.
Yeah, I do have a problem with the props. But you don't have a problem with the props? You don't have a problem with some of the minor scenic elements in this?
Well, I have a problem with the actors moving the scenic elements around without any degree of choreography at all.
Well, they're moving them because they have to move them for the next scene.
Yeah, but you got to weave that in there. Like they're just moving objects. Sometimes, like I was thinking, that was the most important thing, was to get your chair in the right place or to get the book thing on.
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm sure you have to do it, right?
Yeah. It in a way it detracts from the whatever is being sung at that moment.
Yeah.
Because suddenly you're wondering why are they moving that way with the chair, or why are they dragging the table over there?
Yeah,
and
every time, whenever something happens on stage where something is moved, and the thought crosses my mind and says, "Well, it's necessary,
right,
to keep things going," that's when I have a problem.
Yeah,
it has to be more seamless than that, and here it was just really clunky.
Well, the other option is that you take a moment between each scene and move things, which also is clunky.
Or you've got music, you've got song, right?
Yeah.
That you somehow choreograph it together better than that, so that it actually becomes a part of the natural movement of the show. This was sort of outside of it. It was like, this has to happen.
Yeah.
And it's not really part of the show. We're not really integrating it. It's just, it has to get done. That's when it sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The in part with that are these scenic elements that they use. The book rack.
Pointless.
That is entirely pointless. That they drag on and off several times. Mm-hmm. The one time for his reading, which was not needed at all. I mean, him sitting there with his book is enough.
Yes.
And her driving the car. Why on earth do we need a little metal stand to hold
With a steering
wheel on it?
I feel like she recognized it. She pointed it out. She's like, this is a car and this is Jamie. And I was like, oh yeah, I think you even realize how ridiculous this moment in time is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have imaginations. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess. Although the audience was like oohing and ahhing when he pulled out the bed.
Oh, jeez.
He slides a bed out from under the stage,
platform,
the platform stage, and suddenly he was like, ooh, it's a bed.
Yeah, which I didn't see much point for. I also wonder.
You all have these at home, people.
Well, and was it strange to you?
Yes.
That he came out for that scene in his underwear.
No. Why was that strange? He was in bed with the woman.
I know, but it seemed like an attempt to make it real, and clearly we're not presenting things as they happen. I mean, why not just allow him to be? The costume changes I thought were unnecessary.
I thought they were unnecessary too. He was naked several times. Not naked, but
close to being naked.
Yeah.
And actually, I think if he had actually been naked, that might have been a more interesting choice.
No, it would not have. It would have been so distracting.
If he lifted his kilt?
If he had lifted his kilt. Yeah.
No.
But
it would not have been.
The costuming in general, it felt unnecessary.
It was, okay, so there's too much, but I think they're trying to signal the shifts in time.
I think so too.
But I will say that the costumes are not flattering.
No.
No, they're not.
Did you have a favorite?
Oh, I don't want to say it. I feel bad saying it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But I think also unnecessary. I think this could be simplified and be just as effective.
Right.
Well, I don't know how effective it was.
Right.
But
yeah. So one thing I have a problem with that really has nothing to do with performance in any way.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Do you know how much we paid for these tickets?
Wait, I want to guess.
Okay, yeah.
$23 before a service charge. Each.
More.
$35 plus a service fee of $250.
More.
I'm not paying more than that.
These tickets were $40 a piece.
Wait, you mean 2 for 1?
No. I mean, we paid $40 for each seat that we occupied. And
that's not right.
Because a couple of weeks ago, I realized I had a conflict. Originally we were going to go Saturday night, and I couldn't go Saturday night. And I realized this several weeks ago. So I called to change our tickets.
Yeah.
It cost me $10 to change our tickets because I'm not
each?
No, just one $10 fee because I'm not a season ticket holder.
Whoa.
And I to be fair, the ticket rep that I spoke to was very apologetic to that fact, but still, he charged me the $10 fee. So we paid.
That's robbery.
Yeah, so we ended up paying $50. But
that's robbery.
Well, $45 a piece. But still, $40 for this is kind of wrong.
It's very wrong.
I don't understand why it's that much.
We should just waited because a movie version of this is coming out this year.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah.
With who?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
But why? Why is a movie version coming out? I don't understand. I don't understand the allure of this play.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't understand why this is interesting.
I think it's hateful. I think it's a hateful little play.
Ooh, hateful.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. So you view it as his revenge on this woman.
Oh, right. Maybe not hateful. It's bitter. It's a bitter little play.
A bitter is a better word, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a bitter little play. I don't feel any empathetic connection with these people, and
they're not interesting.
And they're not interesting.
I really don't want to see another play or read another book about a struggling author who makes it big.
I know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. These are two good actors trapped in a really bad play.
Yeah, and good singers.
Yes,
they're really good
I know.
performers.
She was incredible in Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, and she's incredible in this.
Yes,
and it's just a bad play.
Yeah. All right. So what?
Well, where do you land with this? Oh, you're almost done with your drink there.
I've done one drink, and the time it's taking you to do 3.
Well, I kind of gave up on the
kilt lifter,
the Rob Roy.
Oh,
well,
I'm
still kind of working on the kilt lifter a little bit. The Rob Roy, I couldn't. I gave up on
that. Boy, I don't like the play. Yeah. I don't really like the staging. I'm appalled at how much it costs.
Well, there's that.
This is always the trick for me, because I really feel horrible when there are good performers.
Yeah.
Just nailing the thing to the wall.
Yep.
No, okay, but sometimes you have to do it. I'm giving it a 5.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 5.
Wow. Totally unredeemable in your eyes.
I want the time back.
I want the money back.
I want the money and the time back. I'm giving it a 5.
Wow. I did not think you were going there.
I think it's a mean play.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's a bland play.
And I will tell you also, she said 85 minutes as we were going in. It felt like 185 minutes.
I looked at my watch.
I could not believe it was not over.
I looked at an hour in, and I thought, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
An hour? I've got another 30 minutes of this? I couldn't believe it.
No. Join me.
5. I feel I don't know that I can. These performers,
they're gonna take a hit for the team. Let's do this. Come on,
Meredith K. Clark and Drew Harper
are good actors, and this is not a reflection on them and their work.
They are performing.
Nevertheless,
and singing
the right thing to do is.
No, I can't.
You can do it.
I can't go to.
No halves.
I can't go to.
It's 4 or 5. It's one or the other.
I can't go to 5. I am at 4 flasks with this.
4?
4 flasks. You just told me I couldn't do a half.
You can do a half. 4.5 at least.
I was gonna go 4.5, but no. You told me I couldn't do a half. I'm at 4 flasks.
God.
The performances are excellent. I just wish that this was a more interesting play. It's bland. The music, and frankly, the music is bland too. I mean, the music is.
I agree.
Can you hum a single tune out of this thing? It's all the same. It's one long song that's the same.
We're smiling. I can't even sing. That's so 5 flasks for my singing.
I mean, I want to give it 5 flasks, but I appreciate their performances, and in that regard, I can't.
I'm giving it 5 with my apologies to the performers. That's what I'm gonna do because the directing wasn't helping.
Not entirely, no.
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 And one more thing.
Okay.
At one point, I was so bored that I started counting the lighting instruments.
Oh my God.
Why are there 5,000 lighting instruments for a tiny little small stage?
I was looking at the lighting grid and looking at the lighting layout as well. Yeah.
Why? Are you trying to heat the place?
Yeah, they don't have to, pump in they don't have to turn the furnace on. It makes noise.
That's ridiculous. That's too many lighting instruments.
I will say it is kind of a fun ride watching the people across from you because you're looking directly through to the other side. Watching them and what they're doing was sort of entertaining at times.
It's not worth $40.
Oh God, no. I don't know what's worth $40.
No.
Certainly not this. Anyway, next week.
Yes, we're going back to Milagro.
We are going to see Learn to be Latina.
What does that mean?
What do you mean learn? What does it mean? What do you mean? What does it mean?
I mean, is that an imperative? Is that what we're going to do?
We're going to learn to be Latina? Yes, we're going to learn to be Latina.
Okay, I'm in. Sounds good.
I don't know much about it. I know a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay. I didn't know if there was an instructional element to this.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, that's what we're doing next week.
That is what we're doing next week.
And more flashcards next week.
Oh, because we're... Did you keep track of...
No, I didn't, but I was very impressed.
You were impressed.
He's a general good feeling.
I want a hard number, Haggis.
Oh, gosh.
I want statistics.
You want me to make a pie chart with the Excel?
Yes.
I'll try to keep track next time about how we're doing.
Oh.
All right. We're done.
Oh, thank God. You've
had too much to drink.
Not yet.
This is 5 Useless Degrees. This is 5 Useless Degrees. Thanks for listening to 5 Useless Degrees and a Bottle of Scotch. I'm James Engberg.
And I'm Eric Kilgore.
We'll talk to you next week.
Slanch it.
5 Useless Degrees and a Bottle of Scotch is a production of Studio 5 UDBS and is powered by Whisky.
Our producer is Haggis the Pete Bog Jones.
You can visit our website at 5uselessdegrees.org, where you can leave us a voicemail, leave us a comment, or you can email us at dearlushes@5uselessdegrees.org.
Flangela.
Feeling thirsty, so pop the bottle top. Come share a drink with me. Scotch or whiskey, sure would hit the spot. Sit back and shoot the breeze with me. Good wine helps the mind figure things out, and maybe if we drink and we think, we'll find what it's all about. Feeling lazy, but I think